Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's wellness webinar, which is hosted by the First Nations Health Directors Association. I would like to acknowledge the many traditional territories on which we're collectively gathered today. I'm joining you today from Yakakuyus in Chilliwack, BC. My Hwamach name is Quataltmatlet. My English name is Nikki Larock. I am a mother of 4 and grandmother of 4 and a wife. I have been a voice for my people as a health director and council member for my community officially since 2015. I'm also an artist on the side doing fashion designing, logos, murals, and carvings. And I serve on the FNHDA board as one of the 3 regional representatives for the Fraser region. Today we welcome Janice, who's a FitNation instructor, who will lead this webinar on physical movement and stretching. Janice is from Tishat First Nation of the Nuu-chah-nulth family and currently works with the First Nations Health Authority as Community Engagement Coordinator. Please have the following items handy for our session today. A water bottle, a towel, a yoga mat or a towel to lay on for crunches, chair for modified workouts if needed. As meetings have increased on platforms such as Zoom over the last year and a half, many of us are experiencing meeting fatigue. That's for real. As health directors, we need to remind ourselves of the importance of self-care. Maintaining wellness for ourselves as we model healthy choices for others is a priority. And we know that staying motivated on the journey to wellness can be challenging. I'm very excited to learn more about physical movement and stretching, so I'll hand it over to Janice. Please take a moment to tell us a little about yourself before we get into the webinar.
Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Janice Johnson. My traditional name is Klinihak, and that translates as 4 colors of the rainbow and symbolizes hope for the future. I come from Tishat First Nation of the Nuu-chah-nulth family on Vancouver Island. And again, I've been working with the First Nations Health Authority for probably going on 7 years now as a community engagement coordinator. And in this position, it has led me to the opportunity to train and to become a FitNation leader with the Indigenous Sports and Recreation Council. So that's ISPARC, that's short for ISPARC. And I guess in my experience, it has really advanced my skills around learning that we really don't need anything but simple body movements to be able to stay physically active. And with the gift that I consider a gift that I've had my entire life with having a passion for fitness, I took it as an opportunity, an exciting opportunity to share my gift with everyone else in our communities and just out there that wants to make it a goal to be more physically well in their lives. I'll just share a little bit of background. First of all, I'm calling in from Sununaymoch territory. So this is where I've been living for about 11 years now. So I'm grateful for them allowing me to live and learn and just to be in their territories. So I'm grateful for that. But I guess I just want to share a little bit, open it up a little bit before we actually jump into physical activity. Because in my lifetime experience, I've been doing this for about 25 plus years. I've been, actively working out in the gyms, actively participating in marathons, and actively just challenge myself with any kind of fitness challenges that have been out there and that have crossed my path. So, just thinking back to when I was 16, many of us can probably relate. Our communities have been faced with a lot of intergenerational trauma and the effects of, the residential schools that have affected our survivors in many ways. And when I think back to my childhood, I had a really challenging childhood, and I couldn't understand why I felt the way I did and why I behaved the way I did. And, it's just, stuff I've been working on with my parents my entire life, who I'm so grateful for, and who, with the work that we've done, I understand where they come from and why things happened the way they did when growing up in my household. So, there was a lot of healing still, still needs to happen, I believe, for the rest of my life until I'm ready to go home. But when I was a teenager, I was really battling depression, and I didn't know it was depression. And I didn't understand why I had these dark thoughts. I'm going to go a little bit into the dark history of my past, and I'm not wanting to be here and to be basically be alive. I consider myself a suicide. Somebody mentioned it this way, a suicide survivor. I attempted many times when I was a teenager, and I've experienced a lot of loved ones, cousins, and family members who unfortunately completed suicide. So, there was one day I was just lying in the bedroom and I was at my worst, and my mom walked in and she said, "You know what? That's it. Enough is enough. Let's go." And she brought me to a gym in my community in Port Alberta, and we went and worked out, jumped on a treadmill, started lifting weights, and that was like the beginning of my journey. It was something that really showed me that there are ways to work through those emotions that we are battling on a daily basis. And there are healthy ways to cope. And for some reason, this was the one thing that helped me push through that depression, which comes and goes to this day. And it's something that I hang on to and I fight for, because I know it's the one big thing that helps me cope and helps me be more resilient and helps me heal from any traumas that I experience in my life. Most recently I lost my brother, going on 5 years now. My baby brother, he was my best friend, he was my everything, and I suddenly lost him to alcohol addiction. And same thing, went into deep depression, but it was the FitNation that I trained for, and it was all the life experiences I had with being, going to the gym and working out, running marathons, that really pushed me to the point of, no matter how hard this is, I'm going to get through this. It's the grief is always going to be there, but this is something that I can hang on to that's going to help me move through that grief. So I just wanted to share, some of why fitness means so much to myself. And I know we all have different things in our lives. Like, I don't want to push fitness onto anybody. I always let people know that, like, it's hard not to compare ourselves to others. And I don't want to work with people to make them feel that they have to compare their results to myself or anybody else on social media, because social media is the worst for making you not feel so good about yourself. And you find something in your life that brings you peace, that brings you happiness, that calms you, that helps you stay in that space that makes you feel strong, I guess, in other words. So whether it's hiking, whether it's beading, whether it's, dancing, whether it's singing or going for a walk or playing with your grandchildren, you just anything that will help you, I encourage you to hold on to that as much as you can, no matter how hard, no matter how hard life can get. So, just ending with that, I just really want to get to know each and every one of you before we get started. And I just wanted to do a round circle on just to check in and ask each and every one of you, what attracted you to this webinar today? Like, why are you here today? What do you hope to get out of today? And just go from there, and maybe share something that you're very passionate about that helps you cope in life and helps you through anything hard that you may be going through. So maybe I'll ask Nicole to do this circle, the round circle.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Janice, for sharing your life experiences with us. It's really important. I have also done all of the same stuff as far as healing all of my traumas as well. I went all the way back to a young child as far as I could remember. I am feeling good today. However, from my meetings, I do not choose wisely on where I sit, and I'm in my room on my bed, so my back has been quite tense lately. So I'm really excited to be doing the exercises that you're going to show us today. Yeah, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll carry on with Rhonda.
Good morning. My name is Rhonda George. I am from Yale First Nation and wellness worker. What brought me here today? I just always looking for new tools, anything to add to my toolbox. What I like doing is I've been paddling since the beginning of March, but I've also been paddling since I was 13 and I'm like 46. So that's a lot of years of paddling, and it really helps me being on the water, being around our people. And I'm so glad that we have a racing season this year, which has really helped with my mental health. And another thing I really like leaning on, if I'm not on the water, I try to get some cardio in. I'm not a fan of running, but I will do like a jog and a walk. But my other passion is lifting, so I try to get to the gym, and I love seeing like how much I've grown in the past 5 years of learning to lift Olympic lifting and just regular lifting with dumbbells and kettlebells and using the machines and just seeing what my body's fully capable of doing and just being consistent. And I'm really happy to be here. And I'm not going to lie, the last couple of days for me personally has been pretty hard. So I'm just really happy to be here today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Rhonda, for being with us today. I'm really sorry that you're going through some hard times right now. We'll move on with Barb Blanchard. If you can share with us this morning.
Good morning. Sorry, my camera is not working. So I'm here and I'm listening and I'm watching. But I'm at a place where, and I've always said this, I keep saying it all the time. It feels like we're always in crisis mode, and it just seems like it's been like that for the last year and a half. And I'm always looking for a little break in the day. I really look forward to the meeting because I thought, okay, it's a pause for me to have a mental wellness break in the middle of my work. So it kind of forces me to do it during the daytime as well, and not just in my downtime at home. So that's what drew me to this meeting. And I'm looking forward to it. I too am right now, I'm going through a very personal situation, and it's really tough. It's really tough. And I'm not going to lie. It's tough to be professional when you work in your own community and you're having to deal with your family. So it's a tough week right now. So yeah, so that's what drew me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Barb. And will Kimberly and Karen be taking part in this session? Kimberly?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. I am Kimberly Lang. I work for First Nations Health Directors Association as a senior specialist. I've been here since 2019, and before that, I worked in the Fraser Salish region as a health director. Yeah, we're really excited to be able to offer like wellness webinars because it is so crazy, and we really appreciate those of you who are able to be here and to attend. But I also know from my days of working in community that not everybody can show up to the time and the place that you organize something for. So that's why we've been trying to record them. For myself, when it comes to this particular one, Yeah, I've had been done. I went to a couple of the iSpark conferences. And so those were really fun when you get like 100 people all doing FitNation stuff. It always reminds me of the what's that Monty Python skit, the Ministry of Silly Walks or whatever, just like the kind of like just get out there and just move and have fun with it and all of that. And I signed up for the Sun Run in the 2020 Sun Run, which didn't happen. And so then I transferred my Sun Run registration to the 2021 Sun Run, which happened virtually, and decided that I wasn't going to let the fact that there was zero accountability let me not be motivated. So so I did it. I did my little Couch to 10K like app on my phone and the whole little run walk thing. And I did my 10K Sun Run this year. So now I'm just really trying to make exercise a habit. You know, and it doesn't take a lot. You know, last week was hot and smoky and I didn't run, which I think was probably smart, but it's really amazing how easy it is to just fall back into that whole like, oh, I did it last week, oh, I'll do it next week, I don't have to do it this week thing. So I am I'm excited to be here today, Janice, and looking forward to that. Just getting some inspiration to hold on to get my butt out the door. So thank you very much. And do you want me to pass the feather, Nikki, or did you want to?
Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, I was going to pass it to the lovely Charlene Webb, who has joined us on screen.
Hi, thank you for the, sorry. Good morning, everybody. I missed the question.
The question was, I just wanted to simply get to know each and every one of you before we start the FitNation class. Just introduce yourself, kind of share a little bit of who you are, where you come from, and maybe just share a bit of why you're here today, what you hope to get out of today.
Okay, hi, my name's Charlene Webb. I'm the health director for Kitson-Kalem, just outside of Terrace. I am a carrier from the community of Fort St. James. I'm one of 15 children that my parents raised. I'm the bossiest, so hence the health director position. I carry the name Niskow, and that's my mother's name, the head of Lachibu and Nakazli Wadokden. I'll take that role very seriously, and I hold it up respectfully for the work that how my mom built the name up, and for the next generation to carry on the name. I practice my cultural protocols, always learning, thriving to learn. My children are part carrier. I have two beautiful daughters, and both working, our oldest daughter is working at the hospital in Prince George. She's the lab tech assistant, and she works part-time with Foundry, and she volunteers with the ESS out of Prince George. A single mom did an amazing job with my grandson, and our youngest daughter is completing her business administration diploma. She has one more year in Prince, so she'll be moving back to Prince George. And the girls amaze me. And my husband and I take great pride in stopping the cycle of alcoholism in our home, abuse and neglect. We take great pride in that. We model what we want our kids to thrive in. I'm very proud to say that all 15 of my siblings, we've never tried marijuana or any harsh drugs, for the fact of the fear of God our dad put in us around drugs and the dangers of it. And I'm grateful for that. I'm truly grateful for that. So culture is really what drives where I am I had to fight tooth and nail in terms of learning my culture and the language. And so now I'm challenging myself to learn to speak Somalic, the Tsimshian language, because my children's blood is from here. So I've been learning some good new words, nice words. And it's some of the words are very similar to the carrier language. And what I love about my job is every day it's something different, a new challenge. What I really love about my job is those moments captured when a new mom comes in with the baby, and we get to get some snuggle time and just help groom this new baby. And I've been doing this over like 20 years now. Wow. I'm really young. And I had a real eye-opening a year ago. I'm gonna say May. COVID was consuming my life. I started watching it in December and through the news. When I say social media, I mean like the news. I don't mean Facebook. So I was following what was happening in the Asian country in early December, late December. So it was really consuming my world. And I had an eye opener when our youngest daughter, I said, come on, let's go for a drive. Let's just get out of the house. This is May now, a year ago, May. And she says, I don't want to, Mom, I don't want to. And I said, why not? I would demand an answer. And she says, I just don't want to be around you. You're angry. And wow, that was a hard pill to swallow. And by this time, it was getting to the end of May. FNHDA had offered counseling support for the health directors. So I took that opportunity to connect with a counselor, and I didn't realize how much COVID was consuming my world and the anger I was putting out there. And when I heard the word COVID, death is what I was feeling. And when I peeled that onion with the counselor, it helped me reflect on how I didn't deal with my past trauma. And if I'm saying anything that triggers anybody, I'm truly sorry. I do encourage you to reach out to what supports look like for you. What the trauma that I wasn't dealing with in terms of what came to light during the COVID is in 2010, I lost my mom to cancer. And my younger brother and I were doing CPR to try to save her. And everything else of that day was a blur until, I'm going to say, the end of June, when I started putting the puzzle pieces together. And that's what I was dealing with, was the trauma of losing my mom. It wasn't the COVID. So working with the counselor and the tools I learned in IFOT, Indigenous Focus Orientation Therapy, has really helped me into where I can put this trauma, how I can let it affect me. It was a lot of anger was coming out in me, and that's not who I am and who my parents raised to be, and definitely wasn't the role model I was portraying to my daughters and my nieces and nephews. So I'm grateful that the opportunity for a counseling was made available for us health directors. And if you haven't tapped into it, I encourage you to. You're worth it. We all are worth it. And thank you for letting me share a little bit of where I am and where I'm going. And my culture really helped me. put things in perspective to how COVID is affecting my life. And Masi Natalia, thank you.
Thank you, Charlene. I see we have a new member. Lindsay, if you can introduce yourself, let us know who you are, where you come from, and what you hope to get out of today. That would be great.
Good morning. Is my microphone working? Yeah. My name is Lindsay Kovacs. I'm the health lead for the Osage Indian Band. I was working under our health director, Jackie McPherson, for the last 10 years, very closely. She's been on leave now for a while, so I've kind of stepped up into managing the health department in her absence. I'm a member of the Osage Indian Band. I do understand the stress of working so closely with your community. Everybody is related, we're all family. And I do also agree that it feels like we've been working in just complete crisis and chaos for almost 2 years now. It just feels like if it isn't one thing, it's another. We just dealt with a very large forest fire in our community. We were very fortunate that we didn't have any of our homes burn. We were on evacuation order for a couple of weeks and we're still on alert. So that's still in the forefront of our minds. A lot of our neighboring communities are in the same situation, so it's quite scary. And right now also too, we are dealing with another small COVID outbreak of Delta variant in our community. So I will try to pay attention as much as possible today, but I'm the only one working kind of in the health department today. So I have to take those calls as they come in. So I'll kind of try to pay attention as much as possible, but I still have to answer the phone. But I like the opportunity to have a break to participate in something different. Self-care is huge. And if I don't get to actually do the exercises and whatnot today, I'll be able to do them like after work. Or we have been doing our own Zoom through our yoga through Zoom in our community, which has been fantastic. We get a lot of ladies participating after work hours, and you know, everyone's just at home in their bedrooms, but it's still a nice way for our community to be able to connect online. So it's really helped. But thank you for inviting me today.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Lindsay. I'm so grateful that you're here with us today and all of you who are here with us today. So we'll carry on with Janice and our session.
Awesome. Thank you everyone for sharing. I know everything's connected. I'm glad that I created a space for you guys to share before we get moving. So now that we've shared, I will start off with doing some warm-ups. So they should take about 5 minutes. And then we're going to move into just a breakdown of what we're going to be doing. I won't be working out as much because I'll be showing you guys the movements, but I will like definitely participate as much as I can. So the workouts we're going to be doing is we're going to do 9 exercises. And then we're going to do each of those exercises. We're going to do our best, no pressure, try and last for at least a minute with each exercise with 30 seconds of rest in between the 9 exercises. So we're going to do 2 rounds of this. And then I'm going to end it with stretching. The last time I did this on Zoom, I forgot to do stretching. So remind me if I forget again on this round. I was just so excited to be able to teach a class. I was just like, okay, we're done. Yes, awesome. You guys did it. And then I didn't do stretching. So, but anyways, what I did in another Zoom class is that I suggested for music. I don't play music because I'm doing a lot of talking and it's kind of hard to hear if I have music playing. If you're feel free to play music on your phone or in the background because you're going to be muted anyway, so you can listen to your own type of music. But yeah, so I'll get all set up here. And then you're going to spotlight me, I think, or whatever you call it. I'm
Yeah.
still small. My camera's still small.
Oh, on our end, you've got the spotlight, Janice.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna have you guys all stand up here. Just find a nice comfortable spot wherever you can. If you can't, yeah, you can do it in one spot. So if you don't have room, don't mind me with the Zoom, I have to keep adjusting my camera. So we're gonna do, start off with a warm up. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna do efficient walking. So I'll just have you walk in one spot if you don't have space, but if you do, just do a walk. Just walk back and forth. And the more advanced, you do the heel toe walk. So just the heel, toe. Just a simple walk. So next we're going to switch into walk and knee lifts. So if you're in one spot, just stand in one spot like this, lifting your knees. If you have the room, just walk back and forth with your knee lifts. Awesome. Do one more, walk back and forth one more time. Just let me know if you can't hear me and then I'll raise my voice. Then next we'll do the butt kicks. So if you're in one spot, don't have much room, just kick your butt, just lift your heels to your butt as high as you can. You can reach it, then awesome. If you have the room, walk back and forth. So slowly get your heart rate up. Yeah, these are simple little movements you can probably do in the office or at your home when you're sitting at the computer too long. Just get your body moving. And next we'll do the walk-in door kicks. So we're not going to have much room for this, so you're just going to walk like this. It's like you're kicking down a door. And if you don't have as much area, just stay in one spot. And just keep kicking like you're kicking down some door. You can hang on to a chair if you're a little worried about your balance. And for those that are more advanced, you can reach your foot as you're kicking. Good job. And next, we'll move into the lateral knee highs. So this is just you go as high as you can. You're gonna lift your knee up to your elbows. You're gonna have your elbows on the side there. And just keep going back and forth. You want to walk back and forth, you can. To add a little bit more, challenge yourself a bit more on this warm up. Or just stand in one spot. And only lift as high as you can. A little bit more, a couple more. And that's it. That's it for your warm up. So next I'll just take a drink of water before we get started. So again, we're gonna do 9 exercises. They're gonna be 1 minute long with 30-second rests in between. So I'm gonna show you first before we get started. So the first one we're gonna do, hopefully you can see me. is the simple crunch. So for the modified crunch, you just keep your feet down on the floor, shoulder width apart, and you're focused on something on the ceiling, and just lift up like this and engage that core. Or you can challenge yourself, lift your legs up, and then engage the core. So you can do either or. When I start the clock, you can do that. Keep just doing that for 1 minute. Okay, on a count of 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1 minute of core. Okay, and on the floor, remember to breathe. Try not to tense your neck here. Don't tighten your neck, just focus on your core. Engage your core. Breathe in and out. Good job. You're almost there. Engage that core, breathe. Focus on something on the ceiling. Just keep focusing on that. Tighten that core. Take breaks if you really need it. And time. So you're gonna rest for 30 seconds before we go into the next workout. And the next one is gonna be reverse crunches. So you're still gonna be on the floor. You can either, for modified, lift one leg at a time. Breathing in and out, just like this, one leg at a time. Or you can do both, just down and up, engage in that core. Or you can even challenge yourself more and straighten your legs and pull them up. Push your stomach into the ground, into the floor, and breathing in and out. Okay, we're gonna do that for a minute. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Take a drink of water if you really need it too. Remember to breathe in and out. Really focus on the core muscles there. "30 more seconds to go. You're doing awesome. Keep it up. One thing I love about FitNation is anyone can do these movements. They can be modified to suit your needs. You can do them anywhere, in your hotel rooms, in your living room, in your bedroom like I am, even outdoors. Almost there, and time. So the next workout, 30-second break. We're gonna do the plank. I know plank's not the funnest one, but I have some modified versions. So if you have a wall, can you see me? So you just push your feet out like I have, lean up against the wall, like you're on a plank, doing a plank. You can do this one, or you can do the other modified one for on your knees. So just do a plank on your knees, like so. Or if you want to challenge yourself, lift your butt off the ground and do the regular plank, just like so. So we'll do a minute long for that one. And begin. So again, on the wall, if that's easier, if you have a wall, hold that position for a minute. On your knees. If you need a break, go down on the ground for a second Lift yourself back up and go into plank position. Breathe in and out. I know this is a hard one, but you got this. Just do as much as you can. The one thing we forget about doing is breathe in. This is the whole purpose of movement. It teaches us how to breathe in and out, to push that energy out that we don't want to hold on to. And time. So 30-second break. The next one we're going to do is the squats. So you can either use a chair for support, just do squats in your office. Simple as that, just sit down, get back up. And then without the chair, you do the deep squat. Up and down, feet shoulder width apart. And that's it. So we'll do that for a minute. Time. Okay, go. Start now. 1 minute of squats. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you can't go as deep without a chair, just go a little bit down. You don't have to go as deep. Just go as far as you can. But if you want to challenge yourself, go down. Just push that butt out like you're sitting on the toilet. You're doing awesome. You're almost there. These are obviously going to target your glutes, strengthen your glutes, which are very important for strengthening your legs. Don't rush yourself, just go at your own pace. And time. You can take a 30-second break, drink your water. Remember to drink lots of water. While you're drinking your water, I'll show you the reverse lunges. So if you're using a chair, you can hang on to the chair and do a lunge like this. We'll do 30 seconds on one side. And then we'll switch to this side if you're using the chair. If you're not using the chair, you can just switch back and forth for the whole minute like so. Okay, so we'll do 1 minute of those. 3, 2, 1, go. So again, you're gonna do a full minute of this. If you're using the chair, 30 seconds on one side. Yeah, this chair one is really great for the beginners who really want to build those muscles in your legs. Switch to the other side for those using the chair. Hang on for balance. You got this. Breathe in, breathe out. And time. Take another drink of water. The next one we're going to do will be the bridge. So you'll be down on the floor for this one. Again, this one will target your glute muscles, feet shoulder width apart. And you're simply going to lift your butt off the floor, just like so. You want to challenge yourself, lift, then lift your leg, then go back down. Lift, down. Then you can switch every second one. Okay, ready to go? And go. 1 minute of bridges. Lift the butt up, down, breathe in and out. Go at your own pace. Whew. I'm starting to sweat already. I don't have AC in my room, so it can get really warm in here. You're almost there. Great job. I'm going to be going on the road for a couple days, so these are going to be my workouts when I'm in the hotel. I try to avoid the gyms now because of COVID. I work out at home all the time now. Almost there. Done. Time is up. Take a drink of your water while I show you the next workout. The next one will be jumping jacks. So the jumping jacks, this is the modified one. You do a simple step out, just like a jumping jack. Lift your arms up, one spot, step out. For the more intermediate, just a normal jumping jack. For the very advanced, they do this one. I just wanted to show you. That's the super one. So 30 seconds is up. Start for 1 minute of jumping jacks. Now, step out. Breathe in, breathe out. You can go back and forth when it becomes too much. And go on to the step out. Great job. Woohoo! We're coming down to our final workout before we do a second round of all those exercises again. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay. Take a water break, 30 seconds. The next one will be front side shoulder raises. So I'll show you before we get started. You can either do 2 arms at a time, up, down, to the side. Or you can do 1 arm at a time, whatever works best. We're going to do that for 1 minute. Okay, you can start now. 1 minute of arm raises. Breathe in, breathe out. Front and then side. Go at your own pace. Good job, everyone. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. Got about 10 more seconds before we take a 1 minute break. Grab your water, towel, and then we'll do that all over again for another round. Almost there. And time. Woohoo! You did the first round. Good job, everyone. I can't see you guys, but I believe you're, yeah, I believe you guys are probably sweating a bit. That's awesome. So that was round 1. So we're going to do that all over again for round 2. And that's all you need is 2 rounds and you'll be good to go. 2 rounds and you got your workout done, out of the way for the rest of the day. Unless you're going to go for a run. So we gotta remember, drink your water. Try and keep moving in between though. If you're like sitting there, just stand, keep moving a bit before we start round 2. That's okay if you could only do round 1. You can sit back and watch, cheer everybody else on. Okay, so let's get back on the floor for crunches for round 2. Again, simple basic crunch, feet on the ground or up. Challenge yourself, really challenge yourself, straighten your legs. Okay, who's ready for round 2? Begin, 1 minute of crunches. You got this. Tired, take a second break, get back into it. If you're doing the more advanced one and need a break, just put your legs down, your feet down. Focus on pushing your belly button into the floor. Really engage that core. Ten more seconds, you're almost there. Push through. If you're still doing it, push, 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 you got it. And time, good job. So the next one, 30-second break, drink your water, is the reverse crunches. Again, down on the floor, you can do one leg at a time. Lift one at a time, your knee up towards your chest, or both. Just like so. More advanced, if you're feeling you want a more challenge, straighten your leg. Focus on engaging that core. Okay, so 30 seconds is almost up. And begin. 1 minute of reverse crunches. It's crazy how much you can sweat without no equipment, hey? Just keeping your body moving. And this could be part of your cardio too. I know someone mentioned cardio about running. Running is not just your cardio, cycling, there's many other movements you can do. I know kettlebells, I've been using those a lot too for cardio and they really help. But a lot of these FitNation movements really help too. 20 more seconds to go. You got this. Whew, 1 minute seems like a long time, hey? If you feel like you need your water, take that break to drink your water. Time. Good job. Third workout is the plank. Again, you can use the wall. Get in plank position on the wall. Using your knees. Just on your knees like so. Do that for a minute if you can. If not, then that's okay. Just do whatever you can or do the full plank. Elbows will be below your shoulders, in line with your shoulders. Whew. Okay, you ready? Ready? Go. 1 minute of plank. I'm going to use the wall. It's hard work talking to while you're instructing. That's what I'm learning. You find your ways though of pushing through and making sure everyone's being shown the proper form. My choice of music when I'm working out is probably AC/DC, if you're wanting to know. I listen to a lot of AC/DC. Almost there. You must feel it in your core now. Engage that core when you're doing the plank. Remember to breathe in and out. That's what helps me get through it. Woo! Minutes are long when it comes to planks. Seems like forever, but you're doing it. And time. Whew, so 30-second break. I'll show you the next workout, and that is squats. Again, you could use the chair, sit on the chair, and just sit down, get back up, or you can do the deep squat. Deep down, up, pushing that butt out, and up. Or if you can't go all the way down, just go down as far as you can, like so. Okay, we're gonna do 1 minute of that and begin. Woohoo! Really pay attention to your form. You don't want to make sure your knees are like pushing out. You just want to, it's like you're sitting down on the toilet or on a chair. Push that butt out. Only go down as deep as you can. Great job, everyone. Getting down, almost there. 10 more seconds to go. And time. Take a sip of your water. Again, reverse lunge. If you're using the chair, you'll do 30 seconds on each side. You can hold on to it. I'll tell you when to switch. If you're not using the chair, just do the simple alternate legs back and forth. And if you need the chair to hang on to for balance, that can help too. And begin. Just step back. And if that gets too tired, you can just do a little step back like this. If you want to modify it when you're standing up. If you're just totally exhausted, you can take a break by just doing a step back. Just a little step back or the deep lunge. Big lunges are probably one of my hardest ones because my balance is more off with age. I don't mind sharing my age. I'm 45 and it's definitely more challenging. Awesome job. See how much more time. Woo-hoo. And time. Take a drink of water. This one, we get to lie on the floor again for the bridge. Again, simple lie down. Lift your butt off the floor. You want to challenge yourself. Lift your butt, then your leg, then down. Butt, leg, down, and just alternate. Basic, lift, down. And begin. Remember to squeeze those glutes when you lift up. This one's the glute workout. What a lot of people don't know that when they work their legs, they forget to work their glutes because glutes are very essential to keeping your legs strong. So it's so important to work both your glutes and your leg muscles because they work together. They always, like I said, everything's connected. Everything works together. Lift. Wow, you guys are doing awesome. Almost through round 2, and that will be your workout for the day. And I think I'll remember to do the stretches this time. And time. Grab your water if needed. Ooh, I need some water. Next one will be push-ups. Did I do push-ups in the last one? I can't remember. I think I missed push-ups in the last round, but let's do push-ups in this one. So you're gonna take the wall if you can. And then you just do a simple push-up, make it more challenging, push your legs out more. Less challenging, put your legs in closer to the door. Push-ups on the floor on your knees. Or the most challenging one, this one, which is very hard for me. I'm sorry, everyone, I missed the push-ups in the last one. But anyways, begin with push-ups. 1 minute of push-ups. Hands should be in line with your shoulders. Push towards, push out. Push-ups is not really my favorite exercise, so I guess it was a good thing we skipped it on the first one. Whew. Great job. Just a few more. Keep pushing, you got this. Breathe in. Breathe out. And time. 30-second break and we'll go into jumping jacks. Whew, how are you guys feeling? I know you guys are on mute. Woohoo! Drink that water, jumping jacks again, either the modified version with the step out, regular jumping jack. You gotta really challenge yourself, jump up. It's more advanced. Whew. Okay, this is a second to last workout. Begin. 1 minute of jumping jacks. Yeah, jumping jacks, another great cardio workout. Got this. Keep it up. Getting tired, going to the modified. Oh, I just noticed how bright my shorts are. They're neon yellow. 10 more seconds. We got this. Woo. Breathe. And time. Yes, one more workout. You got this. Drink some water. You notice I'm constantly reminding you to drink water because it's the most important thing. Whew. So the last workout we're gonna do are the shoulder raises. Again, one arm at a two arms at a time, front, side, or one at a time. And begin. Side. More advanced. Go to the side, pull your arms in, go down. This one's a little bit more complicated to try and figure out, but or just 2 at a time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just push that unneeded energy that you want out of your body. Awesome. Yay. And that's it for the workout. 2 rounds. You got through that. That's awesome. Oh, I hope you guys are feeling okay. Just have you guys drink your water, and then we'll get down to the stretching. Whew. Oh, that felt good. Definitely felt good. I'm feeling better. So just find a spot. Arm across shoulder stretch. So we're just simply going to grab our arm, point it out, pull it across your chest. Hold there for about 10 seconds. Remember to breathe in and out when you're stretching too. Switch arms, point out, pull your arm in towards your chest. Feel that stretch. Awesome. We're going to stretch the triceps. Lift your arm up. Oh, I got to adjust my camera. And just stretch that tricep. If you can, touch the middle of your top of your back there. Just feel that stretch. Try and keep that chest open. Switch arms. Stretch the other side. Awesome. Next stretch is the quad stretch. So you can use a chair to hold on to for balance, or use the wall. Pull that one leg up, stretch that one side. I don't know if it's just me, but when I finish a workout, it's the stretching when all the sweat starts pouring out of me. I guess because I'm starting to cool down. Switch to the next leg. Sorry, I forgot to say, switch to the next leg. Feel that stretch. Good job. Next one is the hamstring stretch. So you're simply gonna, oh, I think you can see me. Bend that right leg just a little, stretch that left leg out, keep it straight. And just hold your hands above your right knee there. So one leg stretched out, the other one bent with your hands on it like so. I don't know if you can see how I'm doing it. Good job. Switch to the other side. Bend your left leg if you're doing your left. Hands on your left. Stretch out your right. And just hold that. Don't put your hands on your knees, put it above. Feel that stretch. I forgot to mention you can do it on the chair too if you need to. And then the last stretch will be the calf stretch. So find a wall. If you don't have a wall, just stand like so and stretch that calf out. Just like so. And switch to the other leg. Breathe it in and out. Whew, and that's it. Just give yourself a hand. You guys did awesome. That was fantastic. Whew. That's awesome. Thank you guys for joining me today. That was just like, yeah, much needed. How are you guys feeling? I see Charlene's fanning herself. I know, right? But yeah, did you notice with the workouts, you know, these are workouts that you can definitely modify for anyone to be able to do them. I really appreciate learning the chair workouts. And as I've shared in the past with anyone that has done FitNation with me, is that I am willing and I am available to, I'm able to make time to be able to do one-on-one if you're wanting to learn more movements for yourself. You know, if you set this as a goal, I can show you some movements that you can do in the comfort of your own home or in your office. We can do one-on-one sessions, you know, whether it's committing to 1 day a week or once a month or whatever, a few times a week, whenever I can make it happen. But I can definitely work to support in any way that I can. Because, you know, one of the good things of, I know Zoom is really overwhelming for many of us because of COVID, like it's just, we're burnt out from Zoom, but it also, I think, has its benefits for those that just don't have the time to get out to the gym or get out to their trainers. So they can, you know, just do it from the comfort of their home through Zoom like this. So I just want to offer that to each and every one of you. Does anybody have any questions for me before we let you go?
Hi, Charlene here. Wow, it feels good. I feel some of these exercises are with my physio as well. Well,
Yeah.
one thing I do with my physio is I have my back against the wall and I go like a seating position.
Yeah.
So I can feel it from my knees to my hip. That really, wow. And then doing the wall push-ups because of my knee surgery, I can't do a typical push-up.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, if we can, every morning I do my physio exercises before I come to work so that I can manage my knee pain more. Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, so if you do against the back, like your back against the wall and go in a seating position, also helps.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
And I didn't know I could push myself any further.
Oh, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments? Yeah, Nicole.
Hi, Janice. Thank you so much for the workout today. I am somebody who has absolutely no motivation to work out. It always stays in my head as a thought of, I want to do this. Rhonda George, who's with us today, has actually been somebody who, she works out a lot and she posts her workouts and stuff and how she's doing. And when women do that, it's really inspiring. I've always been inspired by her videos, and it makes me really happy to see all the women who are doing that stuff and who are motivated to do that. For somebody like me, I have no idea how to get myself motivated to work out. I always think about it and then I want to feel it in my body. I want to feel that I have been working out, but as far as doing it, I have a really hard time with when I listen to my body and what I need to do. I will take the resting option and I will just relax and from everyday activities. But I've tried having pictures of myself or pictures of other women with their results. My daughter also works on her health, and I would like to know what kind of other tricks people might have as far as how you get yourself motivated, because I absolutely have no motivation whatsoever. I think I did the first part of the workout and I was like, yep, no. And then I just laid down and I was like, go girls, go girls.
Yeah.
I'm
Aw.
horrible in that sense. I need motivation.
Hmm. Well, I just want to first of all, like, thank you, Pleco, for sharing. I just want to, first say, I don't want you ladies to ever be hard on yourselves. Don't be hard on yourselves. You moved, you got through the first round. A little does go a long ways. And that's one of the things, advice, that's one of the things that I share with anyone that is wanting to find the motivation to, just to be active. It doesn't have to be lifting weights, doesn't have to be, what I'm, showed you guys today. It's a walk, it's, a hike with your kids or with your grandkids or, whatever you love doing. But yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. I'm just really proud of each and every one of you for just showing up today. Even if you just watched, that's given you an idea of what is out there for you to do. If it's something that you want to pursue more of. And for motivation for myself, what works for me is I sign up for a lot of challenges, something that kind of forces me to commit. Like I said, I know marathons, that seems really overwhelming and huge for many people, but it took me many years to get to that point. I signed up for like the TC 10K, the Sun K run. And, the first time I joined that event, I just walked it. So I trained for it. I did walks and I walked it. Then I would eventually run. And that's just one example, but yeah, it's scary signing up for stuff. It doesn't have to be a formal event, but there are little challenges out there that you can learn online that you can just commit to. And that's what helps me, I know. And like you said, the videos of other women sharing is very inspiring and motivational too. So yeah. But thank you for participating. Anybody else have any questions or comments?
Yeah, I have a comment. I think I mentioned when I introduced myself that it's like trying to make exercise a habit is something that, I do still struggle with. And what I found, and I don't know if this would work for you, Nikki, but I found that exercise works a lot more for me when my head doesn't think it's exercise. Like I trick myself into stuff. Like I used to ride my bike to work. So it wasn't exercising, it was just transportation because riding fast was a pain in the neck or whatever, right? And I've said this so many times over the last several years, I have a really big dog. And so, I have to, they say you should walk your dog twice a day, whether you have a dog or not, but let's face it, if you don't have a dog, you don't walk it twice a day. So, but I find that, yeah, I just recently went in and got my bike detailed, and then I will do stuff like ride my bike to go meet up with my sister somewhere. And so then it's sort of like my brain isn't like, oh my God, I have to exercise now. I don't have to be motivated for that. I don't have to be motivated to go see my sister and grab a coffee or whatever. And it's just the transportation. I'm going to walk there, or I'm going to ride my bike there, or I'm going to do like that piece. So I know, Nikki, where you live, it's not exactly like you have a coffee shop on the corner. But yeah, those things I found helped me a lot too, because I'm also not somebody who's like jumping out of bed on a Saturday morning because I just can't wait to get out there and sweat.
I'm not like that either. I work out at night. I'm like, no, I'm not working out that early.
Thanks, Kimmy. Rhonda?
I have a couple of comments I can add to what helps me. What helped me when I first started my health journey, I guess you can say, was probably about 2-3 years ago. And I started off with 6 weeks of changing healthy habits. And that was just slowly like changing my diet, moving a little bit, tracking what I was eating, intake of water, and like small achievable goals, I guess you can say, that the lady helped us go through. And but overall, the reason what got me to really look at and focus for my health was for my grandchildren. So they were my bigger picture because I wanted to be able to keep up with them, because I have four grandchildren, like 10, 4, 2, and 10 months. And I wanted to also just be healthier for prevention of any upcoming or any diseases of being overweight, because I was overweight previously. So, and I wanted to just try to cut my weight down and just be as active as possible. And whether that have been physical or mental or spiritual, and it was like, for me, it was all aspects. And what keeps me accountable is like, yeah, challenges really helped, and finding those within the community is sometimes a little bit hard, but also if you have that drive, like to do 6 weeks or 12 weeks or something to try to keep you um, motivated to get you going. And when I finished all my programs after it's been over a year, now I'm trying to go back to just being committed to just being active, like as much as I possibly can, and just fixing my eating, cleaning it up when I can, and just be gentle with myself. Like just make small achievable goals and just kind of grow from there. When you try to look at the big picture, then it becomes too overwhelming. Then you're like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's too much. It's too much work. Just keep them small and keep moving, and whatever that looks like to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Rhonda. Are there any more questions we have for Janice? No. So on behalf of the FNHDA, I would like to extend our thanks to Janice for taking the time to lead us to the fitness presentation today. And thank you to everybody for your participation today. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well. Have a great day, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.